It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
What it do, what it does, what it be like, people? This is your boy DJ Baby Boy Promotions. Salute the grind, salute the grind, salute the grind. And guess what? Got a special guest in the building today. Should I say in the building? On the podcast today.
Either way, I'm here.
She here, man. Valencia Henderson, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all make some noise, whatever. Introduce yourself to the people. Let them know who you are, what you do. Let's go.
So you said who I am and what I do. I was gonna say you just told them who I am. I am Valencia Henderson. I am. Oh, what I do. That's something I want. I don't like. I hate titles.
Right.
But if I had to, I am a candle maker. That's the one the one title. I host. I promote. I am me. I am me. A lot is with me. But that's my money.
That's the money. So I looked at you as an entrepreneur, man. So you could definitely put all that under the entrepreneur umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got a lot of hats.
I guess that's a way to put it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So she's just an entrepreneur out here making things happen. So with you, it's always you have this energy about yourself, man. So let the people know about like the importance of networking and the things that you do.
The importance of networking.
Networking, right?
Okay, so I feel like the importance of networking is vital when it comes to business, when it comes to your own business. Whether we admit it or not, in order for people to want to give you their money, they gotta like you.
Right,
Ain't nobody
right.
gonna be booking nobody that they don't like.
Right.
So networking, you gotta be a person that somebody is gonna be able to relate to, and if they can't easily relate, at least be easy to talk to and communicate with. And I pride myself on that. I'm a big talker now. I am a big talker, but I listen too. I try to understand. I try to be nice to everybody. I'm gonna let you know if you got me messed up, but in the nicest way possible. But I'm another major part of networking is supporting. Ain't nobody finna keep putting money in your pockets if you ain't never supported them. Like it works both ways.
Right. For sure.
Show yourself friendly in order to have friends.
Most definitely. Now, I've seen you making a lot of moves, man, and where even with that mentality that you have, that you've been getting a lot of the support because you've been pouring support into a lot of people. So explain the process, man. Like, I'm going to just start with your first viral video. Do you remember exactly what your first viral video was and what inspired it?
Real, I don't think I ever had one.
You don't think you ever had a viral video?
People know it. People see it. But if we talking about the real life numbers, I don't know if they've reached the viral mark yet. That's why I stay humble.
That's why you stay humble.
Like, I know my content is good, but I'm not the type of person to sit back and be like, I got to post at this time so 1 million views will see it. You know, the people that see it, they may share it. But a lot of people, if we being real, a lot of the people, they look at it, they comment. It's people ain't gonna know about it if it ain't shared. So I feel like that's one of the reasons I have not ever reached the viral point. Yes, Hattiesburg knows me. Yes, I only got almost right at 8,000 followers on TikTok. They know me, but if we speak in the terms of viral, 8,000 ain't viral. Now I have had a viral TikTok, but it wasn't for what I'm known for. Okay. It was really like for stitching somebody's stuff and just talking a little crap at the end, and people thought it was funny. I got followers off of that, but from my actual me dancing, all that, on TikTok they may get 20 views.
Yeah.
So it ain't the content ain't good. I know I ain't lacking on that, but I don't know how to work them people's systems just yet.
So you try to figure out how to work the system.
If you asking like with the It's Friday videos and stuff like
that's what I'm
like a hit. Okay, I got what you
right. Okay.
When I'm walking out and people I've never in life seen before is saying, "Hey, Miss, it's Friday," and then it's like, I think I'm gonna go a week. I thought I was gonna go a week without posting one of people riding down on me at the red light. Where your video at? And like, I don't know if you've noticed. Since them heat waves being, I ain't finna be outside falling out for nobody. So it's like, I ain't did one in a good like 5 weeks. Yesterday I was at Walmart and somebody was like, "It's almost Friday." I was in there a while ago. I told you getting a pedicure. They
Right,
was like,
right.
"It's Friday. Where the video?" So it's like it feels good to know that something that I did to make me feel good is also stuck and can assist with making other people feel good.
That's what's up. So the inspiration behind the It's Friday, was it just to make you feel good, or was it to promote black businesses, small businesses?
The
What was the idea?
initial reason I was going through like one of the I was going through some stuff. So
Yeah.
me, I'm not one of the ones I'm gonna sit up in the house and be sad because you're gonna stay sad. You're
Right, right.
gonna stay sad. So one of my favorite things to do is be outside. One of my favorite things to do is dance. I had just stopped eating meat. And if for me, people thinking like, you don't eat meat, you trying to lose weight. If I was trying to lose weight, I would stop eating cake, not meat. So it's like it was one of those things to where it's like, if I could cut this out of my life, it was like a fast. If I could cut this out of my life, I know I could cut that out of my life too. So I started the It's Friday because I stopped eating meat on a Friday. I
Okay.
started doing It's Friday to keep up with how many weeks it had been since I stopped eating meat.
That's
And it
what's
just
up.
stuck. So it got to the point to where people was like, let me in, let me in, let me in. And then it turned to, I'm still keeping up. I'm still got my reason behind it, but it became something greater. And when I say I definitely have promoted a lot of different businesses, people, somebody done booked just because it was their birthday and they wanted to get on there with me. So it just feels good to know that it was something that people could look to every Friday. And because if we being real, life is hard.
Right,
We go
right.
through a lot of stuff in one day. I go through a lot of emotions in an hour if we being real. So going throughout the whole week is like, Lord, I thank you for letting me make it here again.
Right.
So if me shaking his ass can make you be grateful for making it through the week, I'm happy to help.
Okay, that was a trip though, but that's dope. That something that you did for yourself and to keep up for yourself spawned to something that big and that huge, and then it got to a point where you're promoting all these different businesses, and it's
If
like
we
you just
being
never
real,
know.
I
Mm.
feel like that's how it should always be.
Right, organic. That was
Like
organic.
like I said, if I ain't got the time to sit up and think about like how can I go viral? How can I go viral? But like you said, something that stuck with the if we being real, the whole community know it's Friday.
Right,
Like
right, right.
that the people know it's Friday. So something that was intentionally just for me,
Hmm.
it's like something now that everybody knows. I feel like it's always supposed to start with you.
Right,
Because
right,
would have went on there and like thinking of something, let me go viral for this, let me go viral for this, or let me let the people know me for this. And it's something that don't even make me happy. I'm gonna be
right,
miserable trying to keep a smile on these people's face.
right,
And I
right,
ain't never gonna be miserable for nobody.
right.
So I'm glad that it was something that I was doing for me that stuck for the people.
Yeah, that's
Well, it's with
definitely
my events and stuff. All
for sure.
them, that's me. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing what I feel like can help me, and I know that it's somebody else that is gonna be able to help too.
Hey, that's just a good energy just to have it by, and even what you even mentioned the events, we're going to talk about some of them, like your let them know about the Just Breathe events that you did.
So
Explanation
the
behind them.
Just Breathe pop-up shop was the last event that I had. It was in May. It was in honor of mental health awareness.
Mm.
If anybody knows me, they know that I have anxiety like really, 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 really bad. Like I don't know if I can put enough rings in front of. So it's like I have to be real intentional with keeping me in a good space because if it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to do something that helps, not only just something that people can, but it got to help me too. So
Right.
mental health awareness, I wanted people to understand that it can be the people that walk around dancing all the time, the people with smiles on their faces that can go through stuff mentally as well. So
Mm.
I'm not ashamed to say, yes, I have anxiety because me not being ashamed and saying that that's something that I battle with may make someone else be open enough to want to share or not even share, but go get help.
Right.
Like,
Right.
but therapy don't make you weird. Therapy don't make you crazy. It makes you it makes you feel lighter. Like But if anything that I can be open about that can help somebody, I don't mind.
Mm,
So I wanted to bring awareness to therapy, to mental health issues in general, to let people know you're not by yourself. You're not over there going crazy. You might just need somebody to talk to, and you might have to get on some medicine if your thoughts are crazy enough, or you may
right,
have to go talk to somebody deeper. But we can get you some help.
for sure.
It
So it's
don't
still
it
coming
don't
from,
make you crazy.
and
It
it's
makes
still
you
coming from
the
a good
normal.
space though. You know what I mean? You're doing it, help yourself and helping other people that may
Mm-hmm.
relate. So that's just dope in general. Um, it's other pop up shops that you did too. Like you did something out there on Mobile Street. You did a pop up out there.
Mobile Street is always Black History in the Making, or
Okay.
like 2020. I do November. I do like a 2021, 2022. This year will be 2023. Reasons to be thankful. Like, and it's my birthday month, so it's always something bigger to the picture. The I Yeah. What other ones have I done? Mental health. I try to incorporate the community as much as possible. For instance, at the Just Breathe when we had the kickball game, and of
Hmm.
course we have like jumpers and stuff. We have most time multiple DJs to give different vibes. So everybody, I don't want it just for the 20-year-olds or just for the kids. I like it to where everybody will be able to enjoy themselves.
Right, for sure. Now, I definitely know you. You know, hopefully it's not a too much of a touchy subject, but I know you definitely from being Reverend Henderson's daughter, man. How much influence do you feel like your dad had on your life, on you becoming who
Mm.
you are?
If I had to put it in like percentage, I'm gonna say 100. Like,
Okay, because you remind me of him, man. I'll just be like, bruh.
he was in my life. He wasn't just a daddy. Like, hit up on the phone. We see on holidays. My daddy was my father. Even when
Right.
he had to do years in prison, we going, if not every weekend, every other weekend to see him. If I get in trouble at school, when the guards turn their head, he gonna pinch me. like I was still being disciplined by this man. So all of the, I'm not gonna say all, because do I have views that are different? I'm sure I do, but my core values, they come from, and I can't just say my daddy because mama was right there, but most of the stuff he's helped finish raising her. So most of the values and stuff that was taught to his kids, him and my mama either learned it together or he taught it to her too.
Okay.
So definitely a lot, especially when it comes to Mobile Street is a part. That's where my church is. That's where he's walked those streets advocating. He That's where he tried to come in and redo that community. So Mobile Street will always be important to me for that. Like
Hmm.
like I said, my church is still there. So when I do that, I have it right in front of the church. And that's where I had my very first one. And it was very, very, very emotional for me, because it's like I'm doing this, and I saw it in my head because my first one was like right after COVID, and
Mm.
like people hadn't seen each other in a while, and like I said, it was just in my head, but it's like I know I can make this happen. Like I had never seen us as a community be like the term pop up shop outside,
Yeah, yeah.
or with jumpers, and how I wanted it to include everybody.
Right.
But I was so overwhelmed when I saw that the community actually believed in my vision as well, because they were there, they were supporting. And that before it even started, I had a moment like, my daddy really not here. So, and looking at the church, and once my church family get out, they literally come out into the streets, and that's when we begin, because I do all my events on Sundays. So
Right.
keep the music down. When church over, we turn it up
Turn
out
it
there.
up.
So it's just like seeing everybody walk out, and my daddy wasn't in that number. I almost lost it.
Yeah.
But I'm forever grateful for everything that he taught me. I'm more so now. When he was here, I didn't have to utilize everything that you taught me, because at the end of the day, I messed up. Yeah, you're gonna talk your stuff, but you're gonna be daddy, and you're gonna pick me up and get me on about my way. Show me the way, walk me the way if you have to. But after he passed, it's like everything that he taught me, I had to start utilizing. So it's just like, it kind of seems like I started being great once he left, but that was because that's when I activated the greatness. It's been in me.
Yeah.
And I used to feel like he was crazy or tripping because what first grader wants to sit down and have a responsibility talk? When he went away to prison, he literally sat me down and had a responsibility talk. He was gone for right at 4 years. By the time this man got out, I was cooking. I was assisting my mom because my mom was holding it down. She was working 2 jobs and in nursing school. I had 2 younger siblings, so I literally did whatever I could to help my mama. Every letter my daddy wrote me, responsibility was at the bottom, spelled out real big. So that's something that has been instilled in me since first grade.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So salute, salute, salute. Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
sharing that story, man, for sure, for sure. So we're gonna
But shout
we're
out
gonna
to my mama too, because she have said that you get in interviews and stuff and want to talk about your daddy like I wasn't there. Mama was there.
most
But
definitely,
mama is
definitely.
even there more now. Like I feel like we have an even better grown up mother daughter relationship than back then. I just wanted to be up under my daddy.
Yeah.
Like, and with we being real, mama, you just wanted to be up under daddy with me. Like, but mama, I'm definitely grateful for her because she right there. She's always been right there, but with her being the only one I got now, she's very intentional with making it known. Like, I'm right here. You don't sound right on the phone. I'm pulling up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the only one you got, and I'm here. So I'm
That's
shout out to my mama. Shout out to my mama.
definitely shout out to Mom Dukes. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So can you explain your personality? Definitely to me, you're just one of a kind. But how is personality so important with all these things that you're doing? How does that,
That's
how does
another
that play
thing.
out for you?
It just makes me so grateful because I feel like it's necessary, but at the same time, it's necessary for it to be natural.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if anybody can feel energies, if you anything like me, you got a discerning spirit and you can pick up on stuff, you're gonna know when somebody is faking their
Right.
happiness, their energy, their anything. You can feel when somebody faking.
Right.
So the importance of hosting events and stuff, that energy got to be raw. Or them people, you trying to hype somebody up on the microphone, they're gonna look at you like you crazy. You gonna try to go dance by somebody and your energy is not transferable, they're gonna look at you like you crazy. So some people always, I'm not gonna say always, but I've actually witnessed people like, what is it about her or why her? Like, y'all booking the big girl, like, why her? Because her energy is raw.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't faking nothing that she doing. If she not feeling it, she'll let you know. Like, everything that she do and say that she gonna do, she stands on it and she gonna get that job done with a smile on her face. Like, I could be tired, I could be frustrated in the head, but when I got a goal in mind, it's real life tunnel vision. And I treat every event I host, I coordinate, anything I do, whether it's mine or theirs, I keep that tunnel vision and get the job done. You piss me off, you can't disrespect me. I don't care how I'm feeling, good, bad. And I'm not getting disrespected,
Right.
But you piss me off, I'm gonna let it slide because I got something to do right now. Now,
Right.
once
Right.
this event over,
It's
I might
game
tap you
time.
on your shoulder and let you know, don't ever play with me like that no more. But I gotta keep, I gotta get the job done. So I'm grateful that it's something that I don't have to try. Like you said, I remind you of my daddy. This is what I grew up around. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the jokes, the energy. Both of my parents play too much. You know what I mean.
Right. Right. Right.
So this is me. But
That's
I
what's
feel like it's real important because my personality alone has made me so much money.
yeah.
My
Right. Right.
personality alone, like, I have to do nothing at these events but show up and be exactly who I am.
Mm-hmm.
If
That's
I feel
it.
like dancing in that moment, if I feel like singing in that moment, if I feel like just vibe, like sitting there just vibing, whatever I like, me, I get paid to be me. And
That's
I'm
it.
so grateful for that.
Yep, that's a blessing. That's a blessing, blessing, blessing. So that could be an inspiration to all the people that feel like they had to be somebody else to be
Yeah,
successful when you
because
can just
they,
be yourself.
yeah, can I say something?
Say it.
So when I was thinking, this is something I was thinking about the other day. I see so many people like run to the internet for validation, put self-doubt out there, like some mind games, like you gonna pimp them. I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna doubt myself, because only 4 people shared this post of mine, or I'm gonna say that I'm finna give up just because I know that people gonna come on here and tell me, don't give up, don't do this. At the end of the day, if you looking for the internet to tell you to keep going, you should have never started.
Okay.
The internet is entertainment if we being
Right.
real.
That's it.
Like, yes, it helps. It's important when it comes to business and stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to know how much of your business to put on there. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not finna get on here in the middle of an anxiety attack or at my worst moment unless it's to teach a lesson.
Right.
I'm never finna get on there and down myself. So we got to stop looking to the internet or the people around us to encourage us to keep going when all you got to do is look in that mirror.
That's it.
You got to be your number one supporter, because if you don't believe in you, I ain't got no reason to.
Right.
If you don't
Right.
think you can do it, you're absolutely right. I'm
Okay.
not going to sit here and convince you of it, because it starts from you within. Now, it gets tough for everybody. Everybody have moments to where we want to sit down, take a break. I sit down, take a break all the time, look around and see how I can improve. But I ain't finna get on the internet and be like, I suck, I hate it here. Please tell me I'm deserve to be alive.
Right.
Like, it's like, yeah, half of them people gonna come on there and they're gonna give you some encouraging words. Most of them just gonna look, screenshot, talk about you, send it to somebody else. Even the ones who get on there and encourage you is gonna call you crazy and attention seeking.
Right.
You
Right.
have to get in that mirror. Before I step out into the world, every single day I get in the mirror and I talk to me. Whatever I need for that day, whatever I feel like I need, because ain't nobody gonna know like you know. If I
Mm-hmm.
need some encouraging words, I got it. I can look in the mirror and tell me that. And if not, you got to build somebody, a circle around you that you can reach out and call somebody instead of, oh, internet, I feel like giving up today.
Right. Right.
Because if I get on there and say, I feel like giving up today, I'm tired of hosting. The next week I'm gonna be mad because ain't nobody booking me.
Right.
Why would these people book you if you don't believe in what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford, literally, I cannot afford to walk around sad, because that's the energy that people gonna believe that they're paying for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to be who you are. Like,
Right.
and anything else is gonna wear out.
For
It's gonna
sure.
wear out. It's gonna wear out. It's gonna get tired. If cakes wasn't for you and your wife to be doing, you would have stopped baking a long time ago.
Oh yeah. For sure.
People
For
wouldn't
sure.
receive it the way that they do if it wasn't for you. And
Right.
I'm a firm believer in what God ordains, He maintains. The
Mm-hmm.
internet is not going to maintain it. The people around you cannot maintain it. It's on Him and you.
Right.
You got to help Him out. It's on Him and you. And if it's meant for you to be doing it, you gonna do it.
Right. Right. That's it, man. You
It's
just
gonna
got to
get
walk
done.
in your calling, man. So I'm glad you spoke on that, because a lot of people don't realize that they have to walk in their calling. Everybody has a purpose, and if you walk in
But
your
they go by
purpose,
what's trending.
yeah, that's not
Become the
always gonna
trend.
work.
It's Friday
Be the
wasn't
trend, right?
trending.
Right. You made it a trend. You know what I mean? And so that's just a dope thing as well. Thanks for sharing all of that. So tell me about this, because I know it's something that's very important to you too, the youth, and how you invest in the youth talent competition that you be hosting. A lot of times it was Hattiesburg Next Talent.
Yep.
So
Hattiesburg's Next Talent. It's a talent show that Hattiesburg, it's a committee of about 4 of us. Um, Comes originated from Hattiesburg Gyms. Miss Radina Scott is over that. But it's a talent show we have every year at the. It'll be November 4th at the Sanger Theater, and it's just where youth from the around surrounding areas come together. Technically, they are competing for $500 each category. That was the grand prize last year, $500 each. It's gonna at least be 500 again this year. This year, it may be more, but it's really really dope to see all of the talent that's around
hmm
and the kids. And I just want to see them not stop here, but actually pursue it. So that's another thing, by afterwards connecting them with the right people so that they can further their talents.
for sure.
But it's so fun because in beforehand, we meet up with the kids and take them to the stage so they won't be stage fright, and actually talk to them and speak life into them so that they can know at the end of the day, you still a winner. But to see how all of them were congratulating the ones that did win, because they know, like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't make you any less great. This is just who the judges chose today.
Right.
So it was really good. Initially, I ain't gonna lie, it was like, I'm happy I'm the host because I don't want to be responsible for rating the
Right. Right.
kids.
Right.
But to see the energy that they had about it, none of them walked away feeling like a loser.
Right.
I wasn't gonna let them walk away feeling like a loser anyway. But
Right.
it was like super dope to know that they were already encouraged. So shout out to them for being able to speak life into them at an early age, as well as their parents, because all of them were they were a good group of kids. They
That's
are a good group of kids. But in addition to that, I have a Girl Scouts troop. If anybody is interested in enrolling their girls in my troop, you can contact me. Ages, grades, kindergarten through 12th grade. So, like I said, the same values and stuff that I was taught growing up, I just try to instill, because there are a lot of grown people, like older than me people, who will reach out to me in regards to self-confidence and self-love and things like that, just how to be positive and remain in a positive mindset in general. And
right.
those are things that, yes, I'm gonna help you, but those are things that I don't want the kids that I have access to wait until they 30 and 40 to be able to ask somebody, how do I talk to somebody with respect, or simple things, or everybody.
Loud train. Hold up. Sorry about that. This is what happens in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. This is why you just get a loud train just out of the blue. It even picks up on podcasts. That's Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Out the blue, and we gotta hope it don't get
The
stuck in the
whole
tracks.
conversation going on, man. I tell you, we don't want it to stop on the tracks, but that's what happens in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Now, back to what you were saying about the grown folk asking you for this information
Yeah,
about
so it's
how.
just things. It's like I'm telling them, I can't teach you how to love yourself. Like I cannot tell you what works for me will work for you, but I can tell you that it starts with you. You
Right.
got to figure out you to figure out how to love you. And if you don't know you, you can't love you.
Right.
Like we try to tie so much of us up into other people, and you lose yourself because you ain't got no boundaries. But when you start to, set them, and it is hard work, but it's harder when you're 60 years old trying to set boundaries
Right.
versus starting at an early age telling somebody, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm not comfortable, even if it's just the way that you're talking to me.
Right.
I don't like the tone of your voice. You're not gonna call me out my name. I'm not accepting it. It's
Right.
simple.
Right.
Now you will get, some people will try to label me as easy to deal with because I don't accept anything.
Okay.
But those are my boundaries, and if you don't respect it, you don't respect me. And if you don't respect me, you don't deserve to have me around.
That's it.
Like
That's it.
I know I'm an asset, so I don't mind walking away from situations or
Hey.
people walking away from me, because not saying if you over there you gonna lose, but I'm a firm believer in anything that's attached to me gonna win,
There it is. There it
because
is.
I'm not no loser. So
For sure. So, how important is your faith with God with everything that you're doing right now? Because I hear a lot of the stuff you're saying. It's all rooted in the Word. So, can you?
it's all the way up there on that list.
Mm,
Um, it takes him to even keep me sane. It takes him to even give me the energy. It's him that gave me the personality. Like all of it comes from him. Like you saying, yeah, I remind you of my daddy, but I'm always been taught by him. I'm a firm believer. God is always the source. My tongue keep getting in the way.
how you doing,
God is
Harry
the
girl?
source of my strength. Like he's the source of me.
That's
Like
it.
I know it's been plenty of days that if it was up to me, I about would have gave up. I wouldn't have had no energy. If we being real, these events
Mm-hmm.
out there from when the sun come up until being the last one to leave the parks and mobiles, everything got to be cleaned up and stuff when I leave.
Right.
I be tired.
Right.
And you know I'm a big girl, so it really be God that be pushing me through all that.
Yeah.
That's go back to what he ordained, he maintained. He ain't
Right.
finna give me the vision for something and then make me tired in the middle of it so it won't get complete.
Right.
If he gave it to me, he gonna make sure it comes to pass. So that's why I'm always so confident in everything that I do. Because I don't be out here just doing bull crap.
That's what's up. Well,
It gotta
salute,
have a purpose.
salute everything you done, everything you do. I just wanted to make sure I put the platform together so you can be saluted for what I see you doing. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank you.
And I'm gonna just mention a couple other things because you already I've seen a flyer that you had where of course you already mentioned about the hosting, planner, coordinator. You know, you do rebranding tips, you do promotions, you do the private candles, you do the conversation sessions. So tell the people about these conversation sessions. What is this that you're doing with this?
So my candles and conversation. So I have a segment what I do. Sensational vibes is my business. I do candles and conversations. I set up to where everybody can make their own candle, but in the process, we having real life raw conversations.
Mm,
I always have to check in on the mental health, but after that, it really is on what you feel and what you think about this. Some of the classes I have where the candles are going to be certain themed, like 1 month it was just affirmation candles. So you write down something that you want to be reminded of, something that you feel like you are every time you light this candle. I want you to say it. I want you to, get that inside of you. There's also Miss Carla Rawls. She's over Powerful Conversations. She booked me to host her Wind Down Wednesdays. So it's basically the same thing, but without the candles. So where we come in, we have a DJ, there's wine, we sit down, we sip wine, and we talk about our mental health. And it's something that most people, promote it, you can promote it, you can promote it. But at the end of the day, that's not something that everybody is a big crowd is going to be at because everybody is not as in tune with themselves to even be able to talk about it amongst other people. Like
mm-hmm.
me saying, yes, I got bad anxiety, or how I told you I lost my friend. If I'm being real, I don't want to talk to nobody.
Right.
Like when I didn't want to do an interview. I knew I wasn't in
In the
the mental
mindset.
space for that.
Right. I got you.
So it's just like you have to know you enough to be able to express that. Otherwise, if I didn't know what was going on, I'm just sad, I'm mad, I don't want to talk. Like, but I know I just need a second to process everything that's going on and mentally prepare for actually having to see my friend's body. I'm in tune enough with me to know those things. So we talk about stuff like that. It's really like a group therapy. It's
Right.
free, but it's really because we care about your mental health.
For sure.
So in
Well,
all I do, I have to speak on that because I don't want nobody out here feeling like they losing their mind because I know what that feels like and it's not a good feeling.
mm-hmm.
You can talk to somebody. And if you got you some insurance and enough cash, you need to go talk to somebody professional.
Right. Right.
That's okay. It's okay.
That's what's up. Again, man, y'all see all the stuff that Valencia does, man. It's awesome, awesome. Your heart is awesome. Appreciate everything that you
Thank
do. You
you.
know, a lot of people don't give you your flowers, and a lot of people just wasn't aware that you was doing so many things. And it's a blessing that
And I am
you're
gonna
out
say
here doing it.
some of the ones be aware, but they can try to turn a blind eye to it because they
Mm,
don't want to accept greatness when it's
right,
right in front of them. And this is like, even I'm still speaking from humility, but
right,
it's me being real. Like it is honestly, it is rare that somebody just be like, "You're great," just like you said, give me my flowers.
right,
I don't get that often, but like I said, that's why I make sure that I encourage me. But there are people who be mad when other people do see the greatness in you and want to try to tear you down. And my message to anybody that's listening is don't let them. You
right,
can't
right,
let them. Because I've had to plenty of times look people in the eyes and tell them what I'm not. Because you're not
mm,
going to you can't tell me what I am.
right,
I tell me what I am.
right,
I am who I am. So I know what I am. You can't
mm,
tell me better than me.
right,
So it'll be people that really just be mad at you for being exactly who you are. At first they'll try to accept it and want to be cool with it. You know how people be like, rub up against it. They'll try, but in their head, if it's a competition to them, if you're a threat to them, you safe. Because I ain't gonna say I done been around anybody and wasn't safe. I'm covered fully by
Right,
the blood. But
right.
it's some stuff that be going on that they don't really be for you if to them you are competition.
But it's the
If they
mindset
not
of a lot of
secure
our
in
people,
them,
man.
huh?
It's the mindset of a lot of our people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And we
And it's
can't
all
really.
because of what they lack on their own
Right,
inside.
right, right,
You can't be mad
right,
at me for that.
right. You know, it's
You can't be
their
mad at me.
insecurities, man. We can't. I mean, just because you're being great by being you and people are accepting you for being you, they might be jealous of that. But,
Mhm.
the thing is, they have to get in tune with themselves. You know what I mean? So it's just like
And like I
all the
said, it
things that you're
is
doing.
work if it ain't something that you was brought up to know exactly who you are and stand on boundaries. But
Mm,
it's never too late. I
right,
don't care if you're 99 and a half. Go figure out who you are before you go meet the Lord.
right,
Like, you can do it.
right, for
Go
sure.
figure out who you are.
I think that's extremely important for somebody to know themselves. Because if you don't know yourself, how are you going to try to get into a relationship? How are you going to try to, you
That's why they
know,
don't work.
it don't work because you don't know who you are. You know what I mean? And you're trying
You
to
even
get
gotta
people
have
to,
boundaries within those relationships.
right.
Like, ain't nobody finna want you up in their face 25/8. Like, nobody wants to be smothered. And
Right.
how you want to be over here doing an interview and your wife over your shoulder?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Let this
I'd be like,
man
wait a
breathe
minute,
for just a second.
got something
Like,
going on
yeah,
here.
you gotta be with somebody who respect what you like. I'm telling you, real life. Some people, you ain't finna interview no female. You don't want me to do my job. Like,
Right.
you don't want me to work. You don't want me to spread good news. Like, and now I'll go back down insecurities, not
Right.
knowing who
Right.
they are.
Hmm.
But if otherwise, I mean, on the other hand, other people don't be bothered because
Right.
I know what I am. You should know what you have.
Hmm.
Like, go do you.
Hey, that's how
Be
I tell
smart,
people.
but do
Yeah,
you.
be smart. Do you? I'm gonna do me. Rocco said that.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Well, any shout outs or anything like that you want to get to anybody out there before we get up out of here?
No, I don't want to start because if I start and I miss somebody,
It's a wrap, right?
I do want to shout out my loctician though because I've been looking at my locks in
Okay.
these in this camera and I'm in love with them. Shout out Stacy Bruton, Lockiana at Hair Creations 2 by Sheila.
Okay.
Hair Creations by Sheila 2. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Hmm.
they're growing and I'm grateful.
That's what's up, man. But keep doing what you do. I appreciate you. I'm glad we got a chance to get this going. On top about, I thought she was standing me up for a minute, man. I was starting to feel like
No,
I was
I'm gonna keep it
harassing.
real with you. If I
Thought I
wasn't
was.
interested, I would have told you no,
No,
thank
it's
you,
like, nah,
sir.
I ain't doing it. Nope. I'd be like,
I
cool,
promise I
cool with
wouldn't
it.
have been like,
Understand.
no, thank you. But
But I
I lied. I
appreciate you.
do have one other shout out. Shout out to the people who actually do speak life into me, the people
Mm.
who share my posts, the people who I can't say this ain't even on no cocky stuff. I can't say keep me relevant because at the end of the day, I'ma be
Yeah,
me,
you're going to
whether
be
the
relevant
internet like me,
regardless.
whether you like me, I'ma be me.
Right.
But I appreciate the people that do rock with me. I appreciate people that allow me to be exactly who I am without any intimidation, without think somebody trying to comfort a spot. I appreciate people who appreciate me.
There it is.
Shout out to
There it is.
y'all.
Appreciate
And y'all can live
y'all,
in
man.
peace.
Hey, that's it, man. I
That's it.
appreciate you. It was an awesome interview, and it's going to be a blessing to so
Shout out
many.
to you too.
I, I appreciate the shout out. You know what I'm talking about? But much love, much love, much love. Keep doing what you do. And I'll keep you posted on everything. Once again, everybody out there, you are tuned in to Salute the Grind, and we definitely have to salute Miss Valencia. Keep doing your thing, Miss Henderson.
Thank you so much. You as well.
All right, much love. All right.
Have a good one.
All right, you as well.